Hello, future makers. Welcome to Teacherpreneur. Every accomplishment starts with a decision to try. If you are that teacher who's trying their best to manage their classroom but cannot get it done, then there is one thing that you're missing out on, and that is how you start your class. That holds true for our classroom as well. As teachers, if we begin our class with a bang, then throughout the class, you don't have to try various techniques to gain their attention and focus on you. Where will we get such innovative techniques to start our class? You do not have to worry, because Teacherpreneur is here with part 3 of how to start a class. Trust me, all the techniques that I'm discussing in today's videos are new and unique. So make sure you watch the video till the end and then let us know which one is your favorite one. Also, if you missed on watching the part 1 and part 2 of how to start a class, the link will be in the description box below and the I button over here. So you can watch them after you finish watching this video. With that said, let's get started. The first technique that I'm sharing with you usually works wonders in primary classes. This game is called Rhyme Game. What we usually do is the first person starts with a word and other people follow it as a game. For example, I rhyme with a bat. I am a rat. Now the next person says, I rhyme with rat. I am a cat. Now the next person will say, I rhyme with cat. I am a mat. Another one will say, I rhyme with mat, I am fat. This game forces the students to put on their thinking caps and come up with new words every time it's their turn. You can go turn by turn, or you can have random students in your class answer and go next. So everybody will be in alert position, and within the first few minutes of the class, you will have them amazed with your creativity and getting them thinking. This will help you maintain this decorum throughout the lecture, and you will have less chances of shouting in the class because the kids will anyways be listening to you. The next technique will really help you in calming down the active senses of your child. Usually when I notice that the kids are more fidgety or very inactive in the class, then I make them sit down at their place and we prepare our calm down lemonade. Let us take a glass and pour some water. Shh. Now let us squeeze some lime. Now let us add in the sugar. Shh. The salt. Now let us shake it. I think it has 5 ice cubes. Let's shake it and then count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there are 5 ice cubes in. I think it's already smelling very refreshing. Let's put on some mint leaves and smell it thrice, okay? Let's take a sip and then let me know how it is. Refreshing, isn't it? This activity actually helps them calm down, sit down at one place and talk to their inner self and introspect. Majority of their sense organs are used while making this lemonade. The creative thinking goes on, and with this our goal is achieved. Try it once. I'm sure it will not disappoint you. Another game which is one of my kids' favorite is I packed my bag. Now this is just a memory game, but I have added it my creative touch. We call it I packed my bag. So how we do it is I start packing my bag, and then the second person has to repeat mine as well as his things. The third will repeat the first two, and so on and so forth. Let me give you a small demo. I packed my bag and I put a water bottle. I packed my bag and I put a water bottle and tiffin. I packed my bag and I put water bottle, tiffin and books. I packed my bag and I put water bottle, tiffin, books and snacks. I packed my bag and I put water bottle, tiffin, books, snacks and clothes. This is how the game goes on. The kids have to focus and give attention because they do not know when their turn will come next, and they will actually have to memorize everything, otherwise they are out of the game. This works wonders in the start of the class because you anyways become their favorite teacher starting the class with a game, and with this game your purpose is also solved. Once the students are settled and they get a hang of the game, stop playing the game within the first 3 to 5 minutes, and then throughout your lecture you have their attention. Also, you can tell them that today if you all stay silent throughout the class, tomorrow I will come up with another game, and for that excitement they will listen to you also, and you can get your job done also. Rhyme and rhythm really excite small kids. Today I'll be sharing a rhyme with you all that I picked up from the internet, but when I actually did it with young children, they were so excited to study with me. It goes like, open, shut them, give a little clap, clap, clap. Roll them, roll them, roll them, roll them, roll them just like this, this, this. Shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, blow a kiss. Wave them, wave them, wave them, wave them, wave them up in high, high, high. You wave to me, I wave to you, and that's how we say hi, hi, hi. When you do this in the start of the class, the kids are excited and pumped with energy to start their day. All their home blues, not wanting to come to the class, not wanting to study, goes away, and they are ready to learn whatever you want to teach them. The next technique is going to be really useful for teachers who are ignored in the class. Now, what this teacher is supposed to do, as soon as you enter the class, you just pick up one child and whisper something in the child's ear and tell them to tell it to his or her friend, and then pass on the message, but secretly, only in the ears, okay? You could say any silly thing like, hi, my name is Kathy. But when she says the same thing to the second one will tell the third one. They will only choose their own friends to pass this on, right? And everybody will want to know what the message is. And this whisper chain will get the child listen and look up to what is actually happening in the class. And when they get a hang that some kids are selected for a secret message, they will sit at their place and they will want to know what is the message all about. And this game is going to be really funny because what you tell them is never the message that they pass. When you feel that your class is settled, ask the last person to say the message loudly, and then you will have the attention and fun that you required in your class with this whisper game. A fun tip over here is try taking some short tongue twisters. The way kids will have to focus to listen to you and then pass will actually get your job done. One game that is very popular among adults is Connections. Did you know that you can make the Connections game for your own classroom in whichever theme you want to customize it to? In the game Connections, you basically have to make 4 groups of 4 similar things. Just log on to the website www.connectionsplus.io. Here you can have any theme that you've done. For example, if I had taken noun as a theme in my previous class, then I will pick up a few nouns that can be grouped together, and I will prepare 4 groups of 4 nouns that can be clubbed together and make a quiz out of it. Next day in the class, you just have to show this board and let the class work in teams to figure out what are those 5 words. Let them work row wise if you have 4 rows possible, and then let them come up with an answer within the first 5 minutes. This will not only have their attention, but you will also have revised the previous day topic in a creative and unique way. As a teacher, at some point, let us bring technology in the class and let it do our job. It's a healthy collaboration, isn't it? The last but one of the most effective techniques to tap in the creativity of your kids is to create a story. As a teacher, you just have to give up the first half of the story or a few lines of the story. After that, let the kids come up with possible things that could have happened in the story and give them funny endings. The game could go something like, kids, listen up. Yesterday, I went to the park. While I was doing my evening walk, I found a pouch on the ground. When I picked up, there were a lot of pounds in the pouch, but there was no one around. What should I have done next? Can you please help me? If you have something to say, please raise your hand. Here, someone will say that you should give the pouch to the watchman. Someone will say that paisa rakh lo. Someone will say just keep it where it is and keep walking. So when kids will come up with such answers, you will be able to understand where their flow of thoughts is going. You will be able to understand a lot about how they are thinking, in what direction they are thinking, and how creative they are. And the best answer could be rewarded from your end. Give this a try because this game not only gets attention but also allows the kids to express themselves, and that is one of the best things that a kid can learn from a teacher like us. At the end, I would only like to tell you that let today be the start of something new. I understand that you might have never tried this in your class, or you might have tried and you might have failed, but every day is a new beginning. Try such techniques in your class and be that teacher जिसके आने का हर एक बच्चा वेट करता है, जिसे हर कोई प्यार करता है. And that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching the whole video. If you like today's video, do hit the like button. Comment and tell us which technique are you going to try in your classroom. Share this video with your teacher friends and family, and subscribe to Teacherpreneur and press that bell icon to be a part of our Future Makers family. See you soon.